As you know, if you are a hiker, this is a great time to do some hiking, catch those sunsets. But there's the problem. There's less daylight in the evening. Those sunsets are coming earlier, and so it's now a prime time not just for hiking, but for lost hikers. We have some important safety tips. David Gumbart and Susan Walschlager, both from the Nature Conservancy, joining us on the couch this morning. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And this is a big deal. If you are hiking, it's one of the best things to do here in Connecticut. But these days, the opportunity to do that window is getting smaller and smaller, and that leads to trouble, doesn't it?
That's right. Absolutely. The sun is setting earlier, and when we change the clocks in another few weeks, it's going to be dark by, say, 4:30.
Don't remind us, Dave.
Yeah,
we
right?
like you. We
want
like you
people
to
to
stay.
be
Don't say stuff like that.
outside and enjoying themselves, but anyone who's going to go hiking, particularly in the afternoons in the fall and winter, needs to be well aware of what the route is they're going to take, how long that'll take.
Let's talk about that, because I mean, these are some great tips, whether you're a beginner hiker or not. And Susan, we'll start with you, and that is timing out your hike, because you got to know your limits and you got to know when that sun is setting.
Right, and your pace is going to be a little bit different from what you might see when you're walking or taking a jog. So when you're out hiking, you want to think about 30 minutes per mile. So keep that in mind, especially when that sunset is happening earlier. Make sure you check that sunset time, and then look at your plan for the day or the afternoon.
And speaking of plans, always good to map out the plan, and this one was really eye-opening to me, having a plan B, a backup, that in case you are far in your hike and you realize, well, I'm not going to beat the clock in terms of sundown, so you should have a plan B.
Absolutely. It's always important to consider that you may not have enough time, weather may change, and you want to leave yourself enough time to be safely back out. So people shouldn't feel, I have to do my whole route. Be sure you get back to the car.
Can I tell you, in all the years that I've been hiking with the kids, I don't think we've ever done that. We just go somewhere, we go, okay, we'll take the easy one or the medium one, and that's it. We go. We do not think about what we need to run in, what we may run into on the way, which leads to the third point, and that is staying on the trail. Important, right?
Absolutely. You want to stay on the trail. Blazes will help guide your way. Typically, there's a well-worn treadway where people have walked.
Right.
But if you start to go off and explore, the woods look very familiar, or very similar, no matter where you are.
Right.
And if you're not on that trail, you may find yourself in a little bit of trouble.
And as we were also kidding around earlier about some places where the Dave focuses on in the Connecticut River Valley, the cell service is not the greatest. So
it's important to have perhaps a map on your phone that won't require a cell service or a paper map.
Can we talk for a second about, let's bring in, I mean, obviously the elephant in the room has been the brush fires. They've turned deadly, which is obvious, which is terrible to hear. We want to keep people safe as much as possible. If you run into something, or is there something that extra that hikers can do to kind of stave off the potential for developing more fires?
Well, I mean, first, check the air quality. See if you should even be heading out that day. But again, make sure you have cell phone signal. That's why it's important to stay in the marked areas. Don't be starting any fires, any campfires. Don't be smoking, like tossing any cigarettes anywhere where it's dry. I mean, especially right now, we're looking at the forecast. There's no rain coming on. So we need to keep in mind that this risk is staying here for the time being.
Why is checking air quality so important, especially?
Well, you're going to be outside exercising, maybe breathing a little heavier, and if the air quality isn't great, that could impact your ability to go the full distance of your hike.
So here's the thing, and this is the best part about having Dave and Susan here, that you talk about, it's hiking. It's a walk. It's a walk in the woods. I can do that, and it is easy to do that. It's also easy to get in trouble if you are not prepared. Dave Gumbart, Susan Walschlager, nice to see you.
Thank you.
Nature Conservancy.